All right, Coach. Dramatic win. Just talk about last inning.
You know, look, it was a tough grind. You know, I thought their number 2 pitched excellent for them. She kept us off balance. She had us guessing, and it was hard to kind of get our girls to kind of just, you know, we talk about it. You got to dream it, and you got to really believe it, and you got to commit to it. And then eventually it shall come. We don't know when we're going to get to, but we believe that eventually we could get to it if we work hard enough at the plate. And she was really good for 6, and I thought Reese Rayna had an unbelievable at bat to set off that 7. I think she had probably about a 12 pitch at bat, right there, fouled off a bunch of pitches, gets the double, and then it came to the execution game, right? Bouvier gets it down, we get her over to 3rd. Sarah Allen, tremendous job. I probably didn't give her enough praise a while ago to get the squeeze down to take some pressure off of us. Great job in a freshman to come in that situation, be able to ice water in her veins as well. And then, you know, Hall stays in the game right there, and she's been having some really good swings, especially on people that go down in the zone. And I thought that her swing matched up well, and we decided to leave her in right there, and she's able to, you know, her second bat to put a really big swing, and probably up until this point might be the biggest swing she's put together. And the girl to my right, I mean, Kadence Williams, I thought was tremendous today. She commanded both sides of the plate, she changed speeds well, and she's able to put multiple innings together. Once she got past the 4th, it was like, okay, she had it, her stuff stayed together. So showed great composure. Just really proud of my team right now, proud of the way they competed, they stayed composed, and they found a way to get it done all weekend. And sometimes it's not your best softball, but there's something to be said for just finding a way to cut it out and find a victory.
What did it say about your girls that you're able to get so many of these walk-off wins and put it together late?
Yeah, I think the mental maturity has been really good for us. You know, early in the year, I don't know if we'd be in that position to be able to handle it. I think our girls are doing a really good job. But you know, we talk about forget the circumstances around you, forget what's going on. It's one pitch at a time, and it's hard to do that. I mean, it's easy to say it right here as a coach, but for them to actually do it and be able to produce late in games, and because that was something we talked about early in the year, is being able to produce late, because I didn't feel like we were getting it done. And man, they just, you've seen them grow up in front of your eyes, and it's been fun to see.
Obviously, first thing is you didn't pitch to her all day. How hard is that to give up that and have her come back, especially as a pitcher, to throw 4 balls and have to be able to kind of reel it in almost immediately? How hard is that?
I really don't think it's that hard. I mean, I think pitching around her was probably the better option. She didn't really come up in any points where we had to pitch to her, but like, you just have to put the pressure on the other hitters in the lineup, and it's easier. We like rolling double play, so it's easier when there's a person at first to roll a double play.
For that though, you then have to attack the other players really hard. You didn't walk anybody else, I don't think. How important is that, not to have the runners in front of her on, or let people behind her beat you? How much more pressure does that put on you?
It's not really pressure. It's just like, you want to attack all the other hitters like you would anyways. Like, putting runners on, it just puts your defense, like, you're just out there for longer, so you rather just attack them, and I'd rather just let my defense work than, like, they work for me every time I go out there and pitch, so it's easier just to give them balls they can work and put into the defense.
One of the big questions about this team was the freshman pitching coming in. How much have you guys grown up as a rotation to get to this point and be able to pitch in this situation?
I think everybody, like, plays a role in our pitching staff. Like, I feel like we can put anybody out there, and like, you're not like having a heart attack every time they're out there. Like, it's like an easy breeze, and I think the way we rotate all of our pitchers is really good.
And for you, first home run of your career, couldn't pick a better time. Did you know you had that kind of power?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know I've had power. I mean, I'm not going to go up there thinking hit a home run. I really just want to hit something solid that could get down to score. Was it Sarah? Yeah, Sarah on first. So.
Was there you couldn't pinch run at that point in time because you'd already done it? Were you thinking gap then more so? Trying to end it there?
I mean, Sarah's a good base runner. I mean, I feel like if it was a base hit, she'd be where she needed to be, and then the next person behind me would come up and do their job.
When did you know it was gone? Right away?
Yes, sir.
What was that feeling as you were onto the bases?
Just pure excitement, joy.
For you guys, this was a struggle with you guys now. You weren't here, but for 4 straight games at home here in tournament play, you guys have walked it off 3 in this weekend. What does that feel like for you guys? Do you guys feel almost like you can come back at any time?
I feel like even like even if we go into the 7th and we're down, like I know the hitters are gonna do their job, and like we just like to make the game interesting and wait to, like we just like to keep the game going. We never like give up on the ball.
Yeah, honestly, the team huddle before the before we went up to bat in the 7th, it was you wouldn't have known we were down. I mean, I had full confidence that we would come back.
What did Reese's at bat give you guys as far as confidence goes? Because it seemed like with every pitch, she was hitting the ball better, harder, kind of like the excitement grew as it went to 8, 9, and 10 pitches.
I know for me, I'd only been up to bat once, so every pitch she was getting, I was getting, because I was in the dugout, going through my bat as well. So I remember actually thinking this to myself. It was like 5 pitches. I was like, oh my gosh, I've gone through the whole at bat. I mean, I'm basically been in the whole game at this point. So yeah, it gave me, her at bat gave me a lot more confidence at the plate because I had seen every pitch she had seen at that point.
And how much did the hit yesterday, pinch hitting, give you confidence? Or kind of give you confidence to put her in, or?
Yeah, I think Gwynn's been in those situations a couple of times for us and produced. And you know, we've been watching, you know, one thing is we sim game pretty much year round. And so even sim games have been getting better and better and better. And so, yeah, that pop has showed up in our simulated games. And, you know, her at bats has just been getting, we knew she had the pop, but the mental maturity to take pitches and find good pitches to hit has been getting better throughout the season. And this is the thing is, you know, hats off to Gwinn, right? Because for the first part of the season, she's not playing, but she kept working like she was a starter every day. And she trained for a moment. And today she got her moment, she was ready for it, and she capitalized, and we all benefit from it. So hopefully it's a lesson for a lot of people. You know, first part it is a long time before Gwinn actually got in the game. If you I don't know when her first start was, her first pinch hit bat, but she only played 13 at bats in the season. But she worked every single day like she was a starter, and she was going to get 4 at bats a game. And you know, that's why I believe she's ready for the moment.